That's a good question. So by way of context, we invest in early stage climate tech solutions with a focus on software enabled technologies. So what that means is, there's a phenomenon happening to the physical world, which is the changing climate. That creates an arbitrage opportunity and a behavior change for governments, enterprises, and consumers. We're basically taking a scientific and technical lens to that behavior change and
Yeah.
saying we can find outsized opportunities given what's happening in the broad ecosystem. And so by some definitions and by some understandings, we're actually operating in a very large definition, of a fairly wide aperture, because you could make the argument that any part of our economy is being affected by climate, and therefore a solution that addresses an enterprise's problems would be fair game. And the narrowing of the funnel is we focus on software enabled solutions instead of deep tech and hard tech, and I can talk a little bit about why. But that's just a little bit of the framing. And then to your question on like how's our diligence different, I think we as a fund operate on a dual mandate. And so, we are a VC firm. We have 105 LPs that have taken
Wow.
a portion of their assets to invest in this asset class. It's classic VC. It's illiquid for 10 to 12 years, and they're looking for outsized 5x returns. So we've got to invest in companies that are venture scalable and will be that $1 billion exit. What we do on top of that is, as a thesis driven fund, we have to demonstrate to ourselves and by proxy to our investors that this does have a direct impact on mitigating greenhouse gas emissions or helping us adapt and be more resilient to climate change. And so we
Oh
do
man.
underwrite business against that as well.